Mr. Mr. Erico, baby. Come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that here's not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly. Run me my money. Drip hard. I keep water running. Stack hard. Thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up. Take nothing. I'm funded. Hear nothing. These rappers be mumbling. Run it up. Magician with the numbers. Cold winters. It's bands in the summer. No, really. I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing. What's happening, y'all? Good afternoon. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm going to give y'all a moment to come in here. This is Make It Make Sense. This is called Make It Make Sense. And the reason why I paused each time I said it, because I wanted to make it make sense. Hey, before we start anything, man, I want everybody to do this here. This right here, this is everything that you've learned, and this is everything that you know. But y'all also see, if you continue to look and not have tunnel vision, like my mother used to always tell me, it's some other stuff outside this circle that needs to be retained too. And don't just limit yourself inside this circle and don't explore the outside and see what you got going on. You understand what I'm saying? Which means anything that something tells you, you make sure you go find that stuff out and make sure you use your discernment, not discernment that was taught to you, but the discernment that you was born with, because that was a gift. That's the discernment. That's the same thing to tell you should have went right instead of left. That same thing when you said, I should have listened to my first mind. That's exactly what that is. So I'm going to just give y'all a moment to come in. Welcome, welcome. This is Make It Make Sense. Make It Make Sense on the Sunday Galvestonpodcast. This is your host. My name is Reginald Paul Sr., and this is a.k.a. Come See About Me, a.k.a. Mr. Erico. You Google Come See About Me just like you see it on there. My stuff going to pop up, and we just going to go from there, man. Come See About Me is in all platforms. I mean, when I say platforms, I mean, you type that in YouTube, you type that into Facebook, you type all that my stuff going to pop up. It all links together. And we just going to roll like that. So, again, I'll give y'all a couple of minutes, man. I got to go get this, my little book, my little prayer book, I call it. How y'all doing, though? How y'all feeling out there? Y'all feeling good? It must be in here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. This ain't the one, but I'll use it. Yep. Give y'all a moment to get in here. Oh, yeah. 2 people that came in. I'll give y'all a little bit more. Give y'all a little bit more time, man. Y'all share this right quick. Because, yeah, I would get up and show this, my certificate of doing what I'm doing, but I ain't got to do that. For those who know, they know. Also, when I get into the topic, matter of fact, let me give y'all the topic. Let me stop playing. Topic is, what is God's love? What is God's love? That's the topic. What is God's love? That is the topic for today. I like to do this for the people who they lost interest in going inside and going in the building to a place that they call church. I want y'all to do something that my father was fighting with, and that's just being transparent. Y'all be transparent. He wasn't fighting to be transparent. He was transparent, which means, say, man, no matter what you feel or think, this is a message. I'm not trying to convert nobody. I'm not trying to get nobody to switch. I'm not trying to do any of those things. I'm just If you're looking at me, that means I'm studying. I'm studying myself to be approved is what I'm saying. I'm going to read what I'm studying, but I'm going to just show you how I'm studying. Whatever you feel that you want to put on a comment, please do. I'm not going to get mad at you. Call it whatever. I'm not worrying about if somebody is not liking the content because, again, I'm on a platform where we're using content. I like to use the content that I read and I study for myself, and I want to make it make sense. If somebody could, you don't have to correct. We gotta understand these words that they done threw at us, and the more words you learn, I think the worse off you get. Because you can manipulate some stuff if you know words. Let me give y'all an example. What I'm talking about, meat and meat. I said the same thing twice, but it's spelled two different ways. Y'all got to think some ain't. Anyway, make it make sense, Reg. Well, I am. The topic is, what is God's love? What is God's love? Let me get to this here. What's today? God dog on me. The 30th. I'm going to read this. This is how I start off. I am the truth, the one who came to set you free. As the Holy Spirit controls your mind and actions more fully, you become free in me. You are increasingly released to become the one I created you to be. This is a work that I do in you as you yield to my spirit. I can do my best handiwork when you sit in the stillness of my presence, focusing your entire being on me. Let my thoughts burst freely upon your consciousness, stimulating abundant life. I am the way and the truth and the life. As you follow me, I lead you along paths of newness where you have never imagined. Don't worry about what is on the road up ahead. I want you to find your security in knowing me, the one who died to set you free. Let my thoughts burst freely upon your consciousness. Let my thoughts burst freely upon your consciousness. What are you thinking right now today, this morning? What do you think about yourself this morning? What do you feel about yourself this morning? And then you ask yourself, when I ask those two questions, ask yourself, what is God's love? What is God's love? Ask yourself this morning, how do you feel this morning? What happened to you last night? What happened to you a couple of days ago? What happened to you last month? What happened to you a couple of weeks ago? What happened to you the last couple of months? What happened to you in the last year? And ask yourself, what is God's love? Oh, as they used to say in the church, I don't hear nobody shouting. I can't hear nobody shouting, but I know sometimes when you talk to somebody and they touch what you've been thinking about, you should show some type of appreciation. See, we get it all misconstrued and twisted. You understand what I'm saying? We get it all misconstrued and twisted. We get it all twisted and messed up. And what's so messed up about it is we don't know how we're supposed to properly discern things. I was receiving downloads one day and I say, when we pray, whatever entity you believe in, you pray in that name. We live in a society now where people are telling that you're supposed to hate these entities that someone else prayed for because that is not of God. But when you look at definitions that we use today, I just learned today that Joshua and Yeshua are the same person. Y'all want to know why they're the same person? Let me say it again. Joshua, that's American. That's the language we talk now. And Yeshua or Yeshua, because there's several ways to say it. One is in a time where they spoke a certain language, Hebrew and Greek, hint, hint, Hebrew and Greek, hint, hint. And then the other one is today what we speaking now. Joshua is what we say now, and Yeshua is what they spoke back then in that language. Why? What are you talking about, Reggie? Well, you got to use discernment. You got to study this thing. I studied myself, so I just want to share what I studied. I'm not forcing this upon you. So please, what I'm saying is I ain't throwing no rocks. Yeshua and Joshua is the same person. Yeshua in Latin with the Hebrew, that means Jesus, because there was no J's back then. The J's was not used. So that's another place where confusion and separation is at. If you think about it, the number one design that any opposition can have is to tell you that something doesn't exist. And what I'm telling you is, if the letter J wasn't used back then, and Joshua and Yeshua is the same person, how many Jesuses was it? So I say that to say this: if it was that many Jesuses, because you got Jesus Christ and you got to baptize this stuff, you can only baptize it in two names: in the Lord Jesus or Jesus Christ. And those are two different types of Jesuses. But people are not gonna understand that because we was taught one way. And when we was taught one way to understand this thing, because there's plenty of names for God, Elohim. Come on, because I know the old, I know the mature, I know the hat wearing, I know the fly suit wearing, I know the highest praising. I know they know the Jehovah Jireh. I mean, I know they know, and I should be seeing stuff pop up so they can describe. Because all you're doing is showing gratitude to what you believe in, so it can give you power, so you can continue to be the person that you are and that you was born here to do. So what I'm saying is, I want you to practice this with me. If this is God that you're talking to, or whoever you're praying to in that name, at the end you got to seal it with the deal, and that's when you put it in Jesus' name. But a lot of y'all, grew up in a time where you don't supposed to idolize Jesus, so you'll say in God's name or the Almighty Creator name or whatever. And people don't. Some people, same people, they reading the same thing, but some people don't say in Jesus' name. They say in Yahshua. So Yeshua. So if Joshua and Yeshua is the same person, that means that Joshua was Jesus, and Jesus came in so many different types of forms, and now you still waiting on Jesus? Somebody need to be delivered today. You're still waiting on Jesus. You're still waiting on Jesus. What are you waiting for when Christ was a name that was given to him, which means that you are in the image of the God. And they said Jesus came down in God form as flesh because the spirit doesn't have blood. Woo! Just sit there and let that simmer. What is God's love? What is God's love? Well, we got to ask a question today. What is God's love? What does God hate? Y'all know what I want? I really want some participation. I want somebody to list in the chat some of the things that God hates. I'm going to give y'all a minute, because on the same time, I want y'all to watch me look up some of the stuff that I just said. I want to look up, what does God hate? Y'all going to watch me sit here and look up, because I already got verses about the love of God. And of course, the first thing y'all gonna think of is John 3:16. But wait a minute, man. Let's go dig a little deeper. What does God, in the Bible, what does God hate? If you love yourself, throw a like button up or put a heart up. If you love yourself, if you love what you're going through right now, put a heart up. If you appreciate everything that God has put you through and you still standing here and it ain't no mark on you, you ain't got no stench on you because you've been in the lion's den, you've been in that furnace. For the ones that been in that furnace, put them hearts up if you still here right now watching this here and you appreciate what God has done for you. Because if you don't do that while you're waiting for somebody to tell you something about God, when you ain't giving credit to God for the things that you're going through, even if it's something that you don't want to go through, even if it's something that you don't want to experience, even if it's something that someone close to you is going through, and you ain't showing no appreciating, something wrong with you. If I don't see no hearts right now, then I understand. I get it. I understand. I know it's a jealous God. God said, I'm a jealous God. Well, you must be serving a God that I don't know, because I know God is love and love is God, and there's nothing else. So if God hates something, that means he don't love it. And that can't be God. But in the same sentence, it can be if Elohim is plural, like I told y'all, and not singular. Because it's a verse that says, I am a jealous God. So he's showing you what God that he's jealous of. He's jealous of the God that does not let you produce the light that you was put on this earth to use and be on a lamp, on a hill like a lamp. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. He said, look, I am the way and the truth and the life. As you follow me, I lead you along paths of newness, ways you have never imagined. See, we are simple-minded. What I did in the beginning of this, hold on, let me finish. 19 verses about God hating things. Let's pull it up. Oh man, I got all kinds of stuff. I'm just reading some of the stuff out. But all other winged insects which are four-footed are detestable to you. Talking about food. All the winged insects that walk on all fours are detestable to you. Okay. This must be talking about the animals and the creatures. You should not behave this toward the Lord your God, for every abominable act which the Lord hates that have done for they have burned their sons and daughters in the fire of their gods. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Yet, this you do have, that you hate the deeds of Nicolaitans, which I also hate. And those are a set of people. We'll get into that later. I just want to just look at some stuff while we're here together, because that's what we're here to do, to learn. You know what I'm saying? In Bible school, we learn, but in Bible school, they only taught us the same thing over and over again. And then we still didn't understand that, because you just got to understand what type of, where we was at. You understand what I'm saying? What you mean where we was at? When they taught you what you learned, what era was it in? Just like whatever the Bible is teaching us, what era is the Bible in? So I started plugging myself in those situations, like, because we are the living Bible right now. So the situation you in, it's being recorded. When they say at the end, it's a book of life, you have recorded the book of life, but it ain't nobody at no gate standing there with no book recording everything you're doing. It's just that whatever you're doing, you're setting away, because somebody's going to come behind you and want to do the things that you did, or they're not want to do the things that you did. So, hey, think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. Topic is, what is God's love? We're here on Make It Make Sense. And I just want to make it make sense. If God is love, that same God should not hate these people over here. That same God should not hate pedophiles. That same God should not hate lesbians. That same God should not even hate that whole community over there. I know what I just said is going to blow some minds. I know, but think about it. God is an all-loving God. So if he's an all-loving God, there's no way that he can hate. See, when they put a line in between to make you think either way, and you are taken from something else to make you think this way. See, something is telling you that God said that he hate those people over here. How could he hate those people over there and love us at the same time? A hurricane, tornado come, and we'll say that's God's will. How is that God's will for a tornado to come kill anything? How is that God's will? So you just gonna put murder on God? God was killing people, right? No, people kill people. So if people kill people, and we are made in the image, we were made in this image, which means we looked like the gods. So that means if we was in a group of gods and somebody was to pick out, we are all in their image, which means we all looked alike. So you could not pick them out. See, when you think about a God, you think that you could pick it out. When you look at the creator of it, then you can't picture that, because you're not the creator. But you created just like a God. So you know that if you can create, you was created, you know that it was something greater than you. That's all I'm saying, that it's something greater than you. So you got to give thanks to something that is greater than you. That's what I just said when I said, whatever you're going through right now, you're supposed to go through it. I got to go through a whole child that I watched was birthed and was given my whole name. I got to go to a grave site now. I got to go to a grave site now. And I really am very thankful that God made me a strong person, because I don't even know how I'm doing this, y'all. I don't even know how I'm doing this, bro. I'm not one to express to everyone how I really feel on the inside. I got to keep trucking because I know it's somebody else that's looking at me. And I know it's somebody out there that views me as this my Bible. This is my leader. This is who I marvel. You, look at you. Look at the ones that's watching this here. Look at the power that you got when somebody watching you and they watching you and they watching everything you do and you don't think they watching you. I ain't talking about when you at work and customers coming in. I'm talking about when you are doing you, when ain't nobody watching you, and that's you. If you that person that give that homeless person something, and you know that homeless person's in the same spot every day doing the same thing, and you still give it to them, you a different breed, and you are amongst the gods that was made in the image. What is God's love? When you go through something you don't want to go through, and you can stand up and make somebody else smile. That's God's love. Y'all ain't shouting enough for me. I don't see enough hearts. But let somebody post something on Facebook or on social media about somebody else's stuff or something. You get 9,000 likes, but you can't get one heart. You can't get one nothing when it's time to show love to yourself, because you ain't showing love to me. I created Come See About Me because when you said you talking about yourself, I created Come See About Me, the name, the group, the label, everything that I do, Come See About Me. Because when you said you're talking about yourself, that's why I created that. That's why I created that. So when you're doing something, you want them to come see about you. And if you're doing something you don't want them to see, you don't want them to come see about you. You understand what I'm saying? So which type of person are you? Whatever you're doing, do you want them to come see what you're doing? Come see about me. That's why I say it, man. People want to know why I say it, because I know. I knew I was here to empower somebody, to put power back in somebody's hand because they lost it, man. Do you know the feeling when you talk to somebody and your hair stand up on your arm, when you telling them something that they've been yearning, that they've been praying to God? I'm talking about snotting and crying because you don't know. They was taught to go in the closet and go conjure up some power. They went in the closet to conjure up some power, and you came right along and told them everything that they prayed for. Hello. If you're watching this, you've done this. Because that's the reason why you're watching it, because you've done it. The reason why you're watching it is because you want to continue to give people power. I know people I know them because we are the same person. That's why I say be transparent. You mad at the person who got the blunt and the liquor in their hand, but you just don't know. They messages be more potent than a nigga without the blunt or the liquor in their hand. And you sitting up there judging that person because they had the blunt and the liquor in your hand while you got a blunt and the liquor and some other shit in your hand. And you sitting up there missing the whole message, but your dumb ass then prayed for the message. You didn't pray for the message and it came. You didn't like the person that delivered the message. How you gonna hate the mailman when he got your check? How you gonna hate the mailman when he got your check? How you gonna hate the mailman when he got something for you? You don't hate the person that got something for you, but you hate the person that's taking something away from you. They're taking away from you because you ain't giving enough. And if it's being taken away from you, just know that it's some more to be given. Because it's two type of people. When something gets taken away from them, they either gonna get it back or they gonna give it out some more. Or they gonna give it out some more. They gonna give it out some more. They gonna give it out some more. You take something. Take them on my child. I'm gonna give it out some more. I'm gonna go harder than what I already been going, and that's hard. So if I go harder than hard, so y'all don't want to give thanks what things is trying to be. It's time to give yourself thanks. Stop, man. We live in a society where you can't even give yourself a compliment. Give somebody, man, I want y'all to go outside. I want y'all to go wherever you're going right now. Now I'm trying to tell you, I want you to go somewhere right now and go give somebody a compliment and watch. If you give 5 people a compliment, watch how 2 of them ain't gonna take that compliment, because that's the type of society we live in where they ain't taking no type of compliments whatsoever, because they've been taught that if you give a compliment and you show some type of love, you're gonna be judged. You're gonna be judged. I don't want to be in no pulpit. I am an ordained licensed minister. I don't have to tell y'all that I went to seminary school. I don't got to go to no seminary school. I got more people listening to me than people who went to seminary school. I'm going to tell you where it came from. I watched my dad. My dad was a drug addict, y'all. Drug addict. Full-fledged drug addict. I'm talking about full-fledged at the store, ask you for change, but I'm not, my daddy wasn't there, but I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Telling y'all. He wasn't mine because he'll tell his story his goddamn self. Yeah, I'm a realist. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing, and I'm going to talk to y'all just like how you're supposed to get talked to, because guess what? If I talk to you in the type of way, you wouldn't even listen to the shit that I say. If I was talking to you with intelligence, or I was talking to you like I got to know all them goddamn words. I know them words. I don't want to use them words. I graduated from school. I ain't supposed to graduate. I came out of palm trees. I wasn't supposed to graduate, y'all. I ain't supposed to graduate no college. Not two of them. Not one college, y'all. I graduated from 2 colleges. Now, come on now. The old boy from Palm Terrace, the old boy from Galveston, the old boy went to the Boys and Girls Club, the one they called fat, the one that they was making names, the one they was calling different, and all that old, and I wasn't hip, and I wasn't with all the group. Man, I sit up there trying to kill myself, y'all, trying to be like them. Y'all ain't hear what I said. I tried to kill myself trying to be like them when I knew I was the one. I ain't knew I was the one until something got taken away from me. See, when something gets taken away from you, then that's subtraction. But then that makes you a one because it's taken away, huh? I'm gonna add light. I want to add light because the more light that I add, the more light is gonna be shedded. See, the more that I pour in, I know the more that it's gonna come back. I know that the moral to the story is, if you want the key to the game, you want the key to this spiritual life, is to believe in the name that you believe in, and stop letting people tell you you're supposed to believe in this name right here. Because if it ain't fitting for you, you better not pray to it. Because that means whatever you're saying, you don't believe what the fuck you're saying anyway, and you're sitting up there saying it in a man name you don't even believe in. But I just sat up there and told you that J's didn't exist back then, and it was wise. So if you want to learn who to pray to, I advise you need to learn who the fuck people you came from. And I ain't talking about going to no goddamn ancestry.com. Why do you feel the way that you feel? It's a group of people that feel the way that you feel. And if you sit up there and you be hungry and thirsty or yawning enough, you'll get around those people. Those people automatically come around you. But the more you force stuff, the more stuff's being forced around you. You feel like stuff moving all fast. You're punch drunk. You're around a group of people. Yeah, you're having fun. But at the end of the day, you ain't having too much fun no more. Some of that shit you've been doing, you don't like it no more because that shit was not what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. So I used to club my ass off. You can't pay me to go to a club right now. I tell you, I'll be ready to go at 4:45 in the afternoon. When it is time to go to the club, I will tell you the biggest lie ever told. I will tell you the biggest lie ever told, just for the simple fact that I've done it so much and I ain't getting nothing out of it because the same thing kept happening to me, y'all. At the end of the night, there she go. Oh, I like to talk real, y'all. Y'all don't want to talk like I talk. See, y'all want to sit up there and y'all want the person with the little tie to come in there with the little suit. The nigga get the ha and hun and whoo and all that. See, me, I move my shoulders and shit, but y'all know I'm animated when I talk anyway. You understand what I'm saying? See, I didn't have to go to a school to teach me how to woo. It was already in me. That's why they say you was chosen. See, a lot of y'all chosen and don't want to be chosen, but you chose. Yeah, I said it the way I said it. Yeah, I said it the way I said it. Some of y'all chose and don't want to be chose and still doing shit and still doing and you wonder why how you keep saying why. See, I stopped saying why a long time ago. Just, hey man, it is what it is. When I do this is what happens. See, my daddy told me, quit doing that to do this. I love him, man. Love my pop, bro. That boy say, quit doing this to do that. And guess what? He ain't putting no names on it. See, this is where we mess up today. Today we'll put a name on it. Today we'll put a name on it. Today we'll put a name on it. You ain't got to put no name on it, Jack. Whatever your this is and whatever your that is, today you can do your shadow work. What's shadow work? Shadow work is working on the stuff that nobody see you do, but only your ass. That's shadow work. That's shadow work. That is shadow work. That is what you call shadow work. What is shadow work? Working on the shit that you know that you need to work on. Hold yourself accountable for the shit that you do, and don't let nobody hold you accountable for the shit that you do. Which one feels worse? When you hold yourself accountable for the shit you do, or somebody got to point out the shit that you do, and you don't agree with it, but you agree with it, but you don't want to agree with them because it's them. I don't care who come and tell me something. I don't care. If you on the same frequency, or you on the same wavelength, or you on the same energy as me, if you on the same whatever, I'm going to feel that, Jack. And I might not give it to you right then and there, but I'm coming back later on to say, bro, your ass was accurate. And them the people I want to be around. Somebody's going to hold me accountable. I don't want to be around nobody that's going to yes, man, bobblehead me. Do you understand me? So if you are a loner and you are watching this right now, you need to give yourself a round of applause because God has removed you from all the bullshit and all the bullshit ass people. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to be clapping and shouting right now that you're not around bullshit ass people, because back in the day when we was around bullshit ass people, bullshit ass shit happened to us, but we still was alive. I know personally a lot of people that ain't alive from that shit no more. They're not alive from that. They're not alive for being with a group of people that don't hold each other to fucking standards that they need to held themselves to. They do not. They just agreeing with everything they doing. The Church of Christ in the Alabama Baptist Church don't like doing, and then shit have. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna even take it a step further. You remember when you're little, or you remember right now because you ain't little no more. We all grown. So you remember when you tell your kid you better stop running around that table before you hit your head on that goddamn table. Then 2 seconds later, that baby hit that head on that goddamn table, just like you said it. Now, one or two things. Make it make sense, Reggie. One or two things. You either curse that baby and said and talk that shit into existence, or that baby was being hard-headed after you didn't hit your head on that goddamn table. Which one is it? Which one are you? Then you'll find out what your gift is. Are you a healer? Or are you the one? Are you a healer? Or are you the one that gives? Or are you the one that teaches? Or are you the one that prophesies that can see the shit that they can't see? Which one are you? Because if you're something, you just got to figure out. But if you're trying to be like everybody else, you're trying to steal somebody else's gift, and you can't do that, man. That's assault. That's robbery. That's you can get in trouble for that, and something can happen. Sometimes your life could be on the line for stealing somebody's gift. Leave them people tree alone and worry about your own tree. I'm trying to help your brothers and sisters, man. Leave that tree alone and go get your own tree. Get your own tree, put your own ornaments on there. If a nigga putting ornaments on there, if a nigga putting on there, don't put what they putting on there. I say nigga, because I tell y'all to go look up that word anyway. Nugs, Negus. We've done it here on this platform at Galvestonpodcast. But matter of fact, let me slow down. Shout out to Galvestonpodcast, by the way. Shout out to Garage Talk. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to everyone that go on every day, and whatever time they go on and they do it 100%, and they don't sugarcoat nothing. And not only are they not sugarcoating, they doing it. They doing the thing. Anybody that's doing something right now and not trying, give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause if you got Nikes on, but you ain't doing it. Huh? I don't see. Huh? What? You think you're not thankful because you got fired? Oh, that ain't nothing to celebrate, huh? Not death. That ain't nothing to you just supposed to just sit up there and just. I mean, come on, man. It's whatever you want to feed yourself into, man. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. You know how hey, man, it's whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. Hey, it is. That's just how life, man. I was at work one day, y'all. I'm just share something with y'all. The pastors do it too. I'm at work the other day. And I said, man, I seen a lady, walking down the street. I know this lady because she worked at a smoke shop. So I go in there and talk to this lady because I know the owner and I know the son. Let's get some cigarettes from my auntie one time when she came down here all the way from North Carolina, Kansas. They came down here and I had to go to the store for them. And that's how I met the dad and everything. That's the history of that. But I'm at work. Excuse me, because y'all know I'm excited. I got to tell a story. I ain't never told a story like this. This is how they do it in the Christian churches anyway. Man, look. She walking down. I said to myself, this is a motherfucking game. We are in a simulation. Now, what you mean, Reggie? I mean, every morning I work, I'll be at work about 7:30, 7:15 some morning. Every morning, this lady come down, same street, same time, going to do the same thing. While my big ass is in the same place, in the same spot at the sink, looking and doing the same shit I do every day. And I said to myself, this is a motherfucking game. It's a game. So if it's a game, what do in the game that is being played, what part do you want to play? I'm gonna tie that into make it make sense. Seek first the kingdom. 6:33 Matthew. Seek first the kingdom. So What type of game you want to play? Do you want to be a character in the game, or do you want to be the one who create the game? See, if you could create the game, instead of being a player in the game, some of us like to be a player. And you know what about being a player? You got a chance to get an extra life, but you also got a chance to die. But a creator of the game could keep creating and creating and creating and creating. What's creating the game? I ain't telling you how to break out the matches. I'm just telling you stuff that I see every day. So how do I do it? I make sure I love every moment and opportunity that I'm in, doing whatever that I am doing, and making sure that I'm doing it with love. See, if you're at work, you making sure you're doing it for the company. But if you know even better, if you're doing things because you love of what? The topic of the show is what is God's love. If you're doing it out of love of your children, or the love of your God, or the love of what you pray to, or the love of what you give your energy to, it's going to come out the best way. And then you're going to get what is called favor. And favor is you can go anywhere and people can see the favor tag on you. See, when Cain killed Abel, Abel had to go and talk to God. Cain had to go talk to God. Excuse me, y'all. Cain had to go talk to God, and God said, go over there with them people. He said, them people gonna kill me. He said, no, they're not. I'm gonna put a mark on you. I don't hear no hallelujahs. I don't hear no amen. I don't hear no Reggie. Come on, man. Keep going. I don't hear none of that, huh? I don't hear none of that. Well, I'm gonna keep giving it to you because I'm just learning. I'm telling you, I ain't trying to convert nobody, man. I ain't trying to get nobody to come to my church. I ain't trying to get y'all to give me no money. I'm doing something that I love to do. That's what y'all don't understand. I could do this all day. I do it at work. I'll pull a young man to the side in a minute and tell him, say, bro, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you what you're supposed to do. Do this job like you love your goddamn self. You understand what I'm saying? Do this job like you love your goddamn self. Yeah, this ain't, yes, I said it the way that I said it because I got a way better understanding than some of y'all. Don't use God's name in vain. Some of y'all don't even believe in the God that they got y'all believing in. Some of y'all don't even believe in the God that's at church. Some of y'all don't even believe in your damn self. So how you going to tell somebody use something in somebody's name? That's what I'm saying about being transparent. If somebody talk like that, let them talk. Because the English language ain't real. I just told you. See, everything I talk about in this little hour that I be on, it all's going to go together. It's not going to go outside the box. But I told y'all in the beginning to do this. For all the ones that just came in, I want y'all to get a little closer to the screen. See, on my phone, I can get this close into your face. You can see the number of hair on my head, like God said. All these hairs right here. This is how close I want you to get. You see this circle? This is everything that you know. So you mean to tell me everything outside this circle is what? Everything that's outside, I said everything. I don't know why I want to say everything, but everything outside this circle, bro. Everything outside this circle, bro. Everything outside this circle, you can go explore. You can go explore this, everything outside this circle, and you won't go explore it because somebody told you, don't you never ask questions and don't you question God. Well, what you doing when you're praying to him? See, when you get understanding, they say you got to get understanding. See, in a relationship, you're in a relationship. In a relationship, the first thing I'm gonna say is communication and understanding. If you ain't got none of that, you might not want to be in a relationship. Because if you ain't got no understanding, what's understanding? Understanding is understanding that if I don't like smacking and person A lives in my house and smack, guess what? I'm gonna have to love that motherfucker smacking. Oh. I gotta love what I hate. I used to say this shit when I was younger. Love what you hate. You hate me because you like me. And I used to wonder why I used to come up with stuff like that. And today I know why. See, some of the stuff that I tell people, I tell my children right now, what I'm telling you right now, it's not for today. What I'm telling some of y'all right now, it's not for today. I keep doing stuff in the name of. I got a lot of stuff to do it in the name of. I got my dad, in the name of my dad, in the name of my child that I named after me, in the name of my aunties, in the name of all the ones that's in my family that I lost physically and I can't see them anymore, doesn't mean I lost them. It was a show. I can't think of that show right now, but if I start talking about it, y'all know what I'm talking about. But on this show, this man, he just could not die. What was that? It was Black Lightning, y'all. This man just could. But every person he killed, that person that he killed, it was like a tattoo, had a tattoo of him, and then come to him. So he had all them souls, and I've just been thinking about that. Like, it's like, man, like in the love of, you do it in the love of the name. So don't get mad at somebody if they don't want you to pray for them, or they don't. It's because they know that God said, yes, he said it, that I am a jealous God. Y'all can say whatever you want. I know good and God doggone well when they wrote that back in the Bible, when they was talking about a dragon, they wasn't talking about no 10-legged thing with 18 eyes. It was a symbol. It was symbolism, because before it was any words, it was symbols, y'all. I was taught to go learn the symbols. So when you go learn the symbols, and then I start looking at the symbols, all the symbols look alike, and I'm wondering, look, that's how the enemy try to take my breath, bro, the opposition. I'm thinking to myself, so if I put all this together, and I look, this is me, y'all. If I put all this, if I put Christians, if I put what you call it, Muslims, if I put Buddhists, if I put Satanists, if I put all that stuff together, and I loved it. And I mean, I truly love it. How powerful would I be? Would I be more powerful than a person that just believed in one thing? If I believe in it all, which means if I believe in it all, that means I have an understanding that I got to respect the fact that somebody don't believe in what I believe in, but I cannot mislike them because they don't believe in what I believe in. See, we are at friction because we are getting ready to go fight somebody because they don't believe in what we believe in. That don't sound like love to me, and that don't sound like something that we should be serving, but we do it in the name of. And then when you think about it, then you got to start looking at the name of. Okay, so now if Jesus is Jesus, and it's more than one Jesus, because Yeshua and Joshua are the same person, because in this language, Yeshua means this, and this language, Joshua means Yeshua, so that's the same person. Hey man, something going on. There's something outside this circle that I need to go search. And then the ones who go outside this circle, they get called crazy. They might. You stupid. God, I just read that cover. Boy, you stupid. Boy, you stupid. I thank you for watching, though. You stupid, though. I'm telling you, man, that if you, all I'm saying is change everything that, see me, man, look, say, bro, I know me. I love my family. I love them. I love them to the end. But when you understand, you got to be you. You got to distance yourself away from family to be you. You got to distance yourself away from family to be you. They'll tell you that it's not all about you. Well, if it's not all about me, how can I love you? How can I love myself 78% and then love you? I can't. Do you want all of my effort? You want all of my effort, or do you want some of it? I can't give you, if I ain't giving you all, I'm going to give you nothing. If I'm not giving you all, I'm going to give you nothing. Because I know if I see it's, I done been through some stuff. If I play with it, what's playing with it? You got this going on in this lane. And then you want to hop out and go do some other lanes and stuff. And then you ain't, that stuff will lead off. And there's something about opposition. See, what is opposition? That is what they call the devil. But they should not put nothing here to fear you, or you get scared of, or you going someplace. Because I don't think if the devil was that god doggone smart, ain't nowhere in the world he just going, you mean to tell me, okay, so y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. What's up, my boy, Wayne? Correct me if I'm wrong. If a mouse see the mouse trap, that mouse still gonna go in the trap? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go. All right, y'all. All right. So again, I'm gonna say this again. This is with the devil. This is who we give energy to. When we do something wrong, Vato. When we do Vato, I just want you to listen now. If we do something wrong, the first thing we blame the devil. So the devil just the nigga that just, whatever you did that you felt was wrong, or not even felt is wrong, because when we do shit at the moment, we don't think it's wrong. When we doing something, at that point, we don't think it's wrong. Why do we don't think it's wrong? Because we do it anyway, so we don't think it's wrong. So that's the same attitude you got to have about regrets. Like, why would you have regret about doing something? Nigga, that's who you is, man. That's human nature. Human nature make you do shit that you don't even understand why you're doing, and that's the beauty of being a human. That's why they say you got free will. But it ain't too free if you can't do this, this, and this. It can't be too free. Then it say the truth will set you free. Well, if the truth gonna set you free, all that means is it's just another energy understanding that if I let known I am this, and this is who I am, then you can go further in places. But if you don't believe in what it is that you is, if you don't believe in what it is, because I don't know, man. Some of y'all niggas praying your friend's name. Some of y'all niggas praying your side piece name. Some of you niggas praying your marriage name. Some people put your marriage first. I don't know what's going on, but I know I go in this order. It's somebody that created me. Thank you. It's somebody that created this whole thing. Thank you. I don't know if I want to give thanks to everybody, to the one that created the whole thing, because if it created a God that hates me because I'm particular this thing, I don't want it, y'all. I don't want it. I'm trying to show y'all something, man. I don't want it. I don't want something where God said, you know what? I can't get around the notion that if God loved the world, he gave his son. So if he gave his son, I don't think he's supposed to hate gay people. I don't think he's supposed to hate pedophiles, and I don't think he's supposed to murderers. I don't think so. Call me what you want to call me. We'll talk about it. But guess what? I will not get mad at you because you feel some type of way about it. So I don't want you to get mad at me and feel some type of way about me. I don't want to listen to nothing I have to say. But you know what? You got free will. You can do what you want to do. At least I know that I can read this stuff, and that I can read it and I can get what I need to go about my day to help somebody else who's in the dark. Because the whole mission is to show somebody something. Because if you know that you got something, you know if you was given something, you got to give it. If you started off out the mud and somebody that was in the mud before you then rinsed off and gave you a hand to get out the mud, you need to, after you get rinsed off, you need to go get your ass back in the mud to go get another one because you know how to rinse off. I'm going to just look at you. Because you know how to rinse off. I'm just telling y'all hey man, I got faith. First, I was scared to have faith because it was some scary stuff. Like, God, why you, I'm talking to the ones where they keep saying, God, why you keep giving this to me, man? I ain't shit. I just like making people laugh, and I like making sure people look feeling good, and I don't want nobody to be all sad shit. I don't want nobody. I don't want to. I don't want nobody to come make me feel good. None of that shit. I don't even want to tell you what the fuck's going on with me. But if I tell you what's going on with me, guess what? That means I pray in your name because I love you. That means I love you. If I tell you what I'm going through, if I can cry in front of you, I love you, bro. And I can cry anywhere. I'm one of them strong ones, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to see you hurting. You don't want nobody to feel sorry for you. You don't want nobody to get nothing for you. But God, dog, sometimes you got to let that shit go. And I'm still learning today how can I do that? You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, God ain't give you the spirit of fear. He ain't give you no spirit of fear. Hell, he ain't give you no spirit of fear. He does not hate the spirit, because spirit ain't got no flesh in it. Spirit ain't got no blood in it. It don't have no blood. It's a spirit. It's translucent. You can see through it. You can see it, but you can see through it, and it's there. You can't touch it, but it's there. See, I know it's generational. Everything that we do today, that's generation. That's like a how they do. See, I was looking at the NBA versus in the Michael Jordan era, the Dr. J era, the Bill Russell era. All those is era, and all of them are goats. And then we arguing today in this area who is the goat. But you got to give respect to the goats of that time or that era. So whatever era that was, that person was sent to communicate to that mass of people. That many mass of people with whatever skill set that was given to them, and then they learned other skill sets while enhancing the skill set that was given to them in front. Then they start understanding they had more other Swiss Army. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all get why I'm doing this sign? Because you got a screwdriver, you got a knife, you got a cork, you got a toenail filer, you got a spare key. You remember them old Swiss Army knives, man? They had a spare key on there. It had an extra car key on there and everything. It had a little jack on there. You could jack up your car. Them old ones, not the ones that they making now. I'm just saying, no, you are equipped. I'm telling you right now. See, it's time to make sure that you get what you need so you can go on the rest of this day. See, you was equipped with something. God gave you all the tools to go fight this war. Some of y'all got the tools, but you got the wrong weapons. Some of y'all got guns, but you got knives. But you ain't got no bullets. But you ready to go to war, and you sitting up there fighting, and it's hard. You still winning, Ooh, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking about you still winning, but you got the wrong weapon, but you're still winning because you got favor. So you can't lose when you got favor. How do you get out of favor? You better stop taking your favor for granted. What I mean is, I told y'all to sit up there and throw them hearts and them lights in there for yourself, not for me. For yourselves now. For yourselves. For yourselves. For yourselves. For yourselves. You should love yourself each and every time. I don't care. Love yourself when you fuck up. And then you'll start to understand there ain't no such thing as fucking up. Because guess what? When you're fucked up in the mind frame of fucking up, you learned something. Your ass is quiet. Your ass is sitting down somewhere. Yeah. Have you ever been to the machines and lost that rent money? Your ass got to go sit down somewhere. You got a whole nother plan. Next thing you know, the rent money came out of nowhere because you didn't even worry about it because your ass was asleep because you done fucked up the money. See, I don't want to talk to nobody who ain't never done no real human stuff. See, I don't want to talk to nobody who just sit up there and been a Christian all their goddamn life and ain't never done shit, been to church every day, ain't miss a Sunday. What the fuck does that mean that you didn't miss a Sunday? Vato, show a t-shirt or a goddamn light or something. I don't give a fuck if you go to church every Sunday. What does that do? What does that do? Because on Monday, you supposed to go cuss a motherfucker out or you not even, fuck you. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to take that back. On Monday, you're going to not even love yourself because you got to go to work to a job that you don't even like. And then you're going to go, just because you don't like that job, you're not going to give them, when I say give them, you're not going to give your kids your 100% love that you tell them every day before you leave that you love them. You don't love your kids if you go to work and half-ass. You don't love your kids if you come to work and half-ass. The fuck? That is somebody else's shit, sir and ma'am. And that's some shit that you got to do in somebody else's shit. I can't go to y'all house and tell you what time to eat. I cannot go to y'all house. I cannot go to none of y'all house and tell y'all when we gonna eat. I can't go to none of y'all house, get the remote, and tell y'all this is what we gonna watch. All I can do is go there and go by what the fuck y'all got going on. So guess what? I can control my destiny anywhere I go. Because if I don't like what's going on over there, I ain't got to go over there. So why the fuck you keep going over there? And that don't mean somewhere physical. Why you keep going there in your mind? I got a fly sitting on top of the camera right now looking at me as I talk. I don't know if that's an ancestor. I don't know. They're telling me a good job because he just got through clapping. You know, look, he is really trying to walk on this lens. Boy, I'm telling you, man, that power is something else, boy. When you can go in front of a baby and a baby turn around and look at you and start talking to you in baby talk or reach his arms out to you and just look at you and just in awe. Or you could go somewhere and some random person come up to you and talk to you and they telling you about their whole entire life and you sitting up there listening to them and then you give them some feedback. That's the best conversation that they ever had. And you ain't said nothing, and all you did was listen, and you don't even know that person. They ain't told you what happened from when they was 3 years old. Their memory is great, because I can't tell you what I did when I was 42 years old, and I'm 43. I just get on the roll every time on this Sunday at 3 o'clock. He told me to go at 3. He told me to get him 2 hours for the churchgoers to get out because they ain't hear shit the pastor was talking about anyway. He didn't hear shit. She didn't hear shit the pastor was talking about anyway because the choir sung their ass off and all you can think about is that motherfucker can sing. Today's topic is, what is love? What is God's love? What is God's love? When the shit happened to you that you cannot control and you sit up there and you smile at that shit. And I mean, when you smile, what I mean by smiling, I don't know, because see, a lot of y'all used to faking it till you make it. That's some bullshit to me. Because faking it till you're making it means you are doing it. So that means you are doing it and you're not trying. I'm going to try to do better. No, you can't try and pick up no motherfucking cup. You either going to pick the cup up or you ain't going to pick it up. And that's what we're dealing with today. You either is going to do it or you ain't. You either this or that. And don't do this to do that. That's what I've started mastering. I don't have to do this to do that. All I got to do is this. This one thing is believe. For all the believers out there, there's something about believing that's powerful. I mean, if you believe in what you believe in, it's powerful. Things start, you start getting rewards of believing. But we're in a society where we try to stop you from believing in what you believe in because it ain't what you believe in. But we all made in this image, in the image of your God, because you have a God that you serve. Well, people want you to give specific names of the God that you said. I don't get it, man. If I know if I'm around a person who doesn't pray in Jesus' name or baptize in Jesus' name, but they still getting rewards, I'm not gonna say that the devil can give rewards too. because they're still hating. And I know hating produces a certain chemical, and that certain chemical is contagious. Because if you get to another group and you start spreading that chemical, it's just like a cough that shit spread. And one nigga got an itchy throat and he go around somebody else that they close to and they get an itchy throat and that nigga itchy throat is gone, but you got the itchy throat and you knew that he had the itchy throat and you know who you got it from. Now you're mad at that person because he gave it to you and you still around that person well and you not well. That's the same thing go for this spiritual stuff, man. When you sit around and get around somebody that is a vampire and you giving them this stuff because that's who you are kind-heartedly and that's who you are genuinely, hey, man, don't get caught up in a situation to where the tables turn and you become that person. And now you done got yourself in a bigger hole and you got to dig yourself way back out of there because you try to prove to them that you're a God. And when you don't have to prove to nobody that you're a God, as long as that you know, you don't have to prove to no one. What are you proving it for? All these judges we got out here, man. We got all kinds of judges, boy. We got, I mean, for real. I mean, literally and unliterally. We got all kinds of judges, man. We got the 122nd precinct, 10th precinct. I'm just talking about here in Galveston. So just imagine there. Well, you got all these judges, and they got all kinds of stuff that they look at and be like, well, what's the statutes? And, well, I can prove that he didn't do this. But the nigga still did wrong. But he didn't do this, though. But he didn't do this. This is what y'all said he did. And you can get off on it. Oh, man. Because they all believed in the same thing. They believed in the law. So again, I'm telling you, man, believe in the power of being positive. At the end of the day, I want you to believe in the power of being positive. What is God's love? God gave his only begotten son. Right? Right? Let me look up some other stuff. You got John 3:16, God's sacrificial love. God's enduring love. John 1:13. God is love, is what I said. Matthew 6:24. God's exclusive love. God's greatest gift. God's forgiving love. Okay, so that's all types of love. And the reason why I went back, I wasn't even going to show what he hated. I was going to wait till kind of like throw these in episodes. But the fact that God love is, that's what you need to start off first. That's seeking the kingdom. Like, what kingdom are y'all seeking? What kingdom are you looking for? When I mean kingdom is kingdom. When you look at kingdom, when they say that kingdom come, you thinking of something where you could dwell at forever. And wherever you want to dwell at forever, you want to make sure that that's plush and that's lavish. So I'm thinking about it like, okay, in the real world, in the physical world, we want a house with the fixes in the driveway and the garage, the den, or whatever it may be. You got to have the men's pad, the woman's little garden. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? You know, the traditional thing. You get what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. But when I think of kingdom, and seek first the kingdom, I think of in my mind what is pure to me, and in my mind where I can put my mind at, because I know when I go outside, I know I'm going to face opposition. I know if I'm teaching y'all what I'm teaching y'all today, I know something can happen to me to make me understand that you said that you're going to love no matter what. So if I go out there and anything happens to me, and I don't like what has happened to me, I got to make sure I laugh at that, because I have put myself in a vehicle to where I have chances that happen. What I just showed you is, if I know that something is going to happen that I cannot change, and it is a great possibility. That's why they teach a possibility in school. In college, I took statistics, and that's what that is. You're taking stats of some stuff, and that's why they keep records of everything. If I keep records of when I consume this in my body, and it make this does this to my body, and if I consume this type of energy, and if I think this way, I start getting these things. When I start doing positive affirmations in the morning, I start getting gifts and stuff coming to me. I start giving all my effort to work and make sure that I come there and do my job, and I don't do anything besides the job, and I'm there to lift people up while I'm doing the job for somebody else, and I'm lifting somebody else, doing the job for somebody else, and it's not even mine. Do you know that mine is coming? Mine is coming. Mine is coming. Yours is coming. It's coming right now. So right now, before I get off this thing, because I told you I give you a hot hour. I ain't going over. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just want to give you a hot hour, because I want the ones who watch, I want to be quick, fast, and I want them to catch it, because a lot of stuff that being said, y'all know that it's a spirit, because it comes out as water. And when that water's flowing, it ain't nothing you can do. You ever just cut on your sink and just watch the water flow out of there? Some people got high pressure. Some people got low pressure. Some people ain't got no pressure at all. Some people ain't got no water. Some of them ain't got none of that. But just think about it. You like it to come out and then like to pour out, right? Right? So that's what you got to give to somebody. The same thing that I'm pouring out, that's what you got to give to somebody. Whatever you got from this, you take what you got from this and you give it to somebody, because that's why you have it. And if you give it to somebody, whatever it is that you behind the scenes that you know you need, it's going to come to you and it's going to be in your hand. It ain't going to come to you. It's already going to be there because you gave it. See, when you give something, you got to look. Yeah, I know I get a game. You give something. By the time you look down and gave it, that stuff right back to you, man. That stuff right back there. It's right there. Like whatever you get, man. I'm trying to tell you, I gave somebody $20, and I promise you, in 30 minutes, I got that same $20 back from somebody else. But that's how much you got to be in tune with it. That's how much you got to love whatever you got to love. What is God's love? Loving something that you hate. And I mean loving. They say use your enemy as your footstool. You ain't got to hate your enemy. No. You got to keep them close. You ain't got to do none of that stupid shit. That's us. We say stuff. Just like they did in the past. Just like they said Jesus, this things with a J, and they didn't even use J's back then. Now you got people that don't even want to go to church because of an error that was made by somebody who really trying to push some type of agenda when you know his agenda is being pushed. Well, just going to make sure that your own agenda is being applied, which means you are the creator of your game and you don't have to live in a simulation. Make it make sense. I'll see y'all next week. Give me my theme music, Vato. I appreciate y'all for watching. Give me my theme music. Thank y'all for, again, watching. But y'all share this because I know I'm here to do what I'm here to do. And when I'm finished, you're going to take me where I got to be. Mr. Erico, baby, come see about me. And we swing and swing right, swing left. Roll with me or get rolled over. I'm rolling like a locomotive. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 So why would you try? I tell no lies. Got fear in his eyes. Don't play with this guy that is not wise. Play my hand right. Got pink Sprite. Styrofoam white. Top 8 ice. She's so shy. She still try. These lame ass niggas, they so tired. Stay getting money. Try to take from me. Rap like a mummy. Can't say nothing. That's his money. Bring it here, honey. She work for me. Fly snow bunny. Whatever I said, I done it. Talk girly, run me my money. Grip hard, I keep water running. Stack hard, thumbing through blue hundreds. Summing up, take nothing, I'm funded. Hear nothing, these rappers be mumbling. Running up, magician with the numbers. Cold winters, this band's in the summer. No, really, I'm just being honest. Graduated and hustling with honors. Beat the case, not guilty, your honor. No snitching, not talking, I promise. Ain't no stopping me now. 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 Swing.